Jerry, this shipment needs to go out on truck 4, please.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
Thank you. Hi, there you are. I'm Donna, a member of the baby boomer generation, born between 1946 and 1964. Now don't you dare start calculating my age. Come on, let's get started. Well, as the name implies, the baby boomers are a large group. In fact, we make up 42% of the workforce and have had lasting impacts in everything we do. We've changed the culture and workplace, the family, and now the oldest of the boomers are even changing retirement. You might be wondering how we've accomplished so much and what exactly those changes were. It helps to understand that we were raised by the traditionalists. Their command and control style and traditional values affected how they ran their families. And as more modern conveniences became available, our parents had more time to focus on us rather than on running a farm or keeping up with the cooking and the cleaning. The nurturing environment our parents provided gave us an abundance of confidence. We thought we could do anything, that we were invincible. Plus, we had a lot more options than our parents. We didn't have to grow up to take over the family farm. Few people worked on farms anymore because of all the agricultural advancements, and women had more options too. It became more acceptable to be a working mother, so the number of women in the workforce just kept rising. All of these factors allowed us baby boomers to focus on ourselves more than any other generation. Rather than spending our childhood and adolescence helping around the farm or house like our parents did, we did what we wanted to do. You know, our parents usually wanted us to have all of the things that they didn't have growing up. And we were in a time of great prosperity, so we felt we had pretty idyllic lives. The baby boom meant that there were a lot more kids in each school. So instead of every male being forced to play football just so there'd be enough to make a team, and every girl being a cheerleader, well, we had to start competing with each other. We had to fight for that spot we wanted. But at the same time, we were also the first generation to be graded on how well we got along with others. We had to learn how to play the political game to get ahead. But all in all, we were pretty lucky. Most of us had television sets, and we watched Leave It to Beaver, I Love Lucy, The Brady Bunch, and The Wonderful World of Disney. We're optimistic, having seen Neil Armstrong walk on the moon in 1969. Watching that event right from our very own living rooms was a defining moment for our lives. It made us feel like nothing could stop us. However, as we got older, our outlooks on life started to change from the rosy image that nothing could stop us. College opened our minds to social causes. We learned about Vietnam and began questioning why we were fighting and dying for a people half a world away. We saw other issues at home that we felt needed to be addressed, such as civil and women's rights. Men realized they were old enough to fight a war, but not old enough to vote. We lost faith in leadership. We began protesting the war and holding sit-ins, marches, and rallies. This mix of idealism and rebellion sparked the era of sex, drugs, and rock and roll. You know, we broke free of our parents' traditional values. We needed a way to escape the possibility of being sent to war, of seeing our brothers and boyfriends sent off, perhaps never to return. We also embraced new styles of music. The Beatles and the Rolling Stones may not seem like devil music now, but that's what our parents thought we were listening to. We also listened to bands like the Grateful Dead, The Doors, Pink Floyd, and Jefferson Airplane. Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, and Bob Dylan were popular as well. Both men and women wore their hair long and loose in rebellion to our parents' impeccable styles. We partied at Woodstock, and many people experimented with drugs. Though we may have been a little crazy in college, we worked hard in the workplace. We knew there were no free rides, and the hippie back-to-nature outlook, well, just didn't pay the bills. We realized we could change the world from the inside out by rising to the top of corporations and the government. The massive influx of people into the workforce also made us realize we had to compete for every position, every project, and every opportunity. As a result, we became the first workaholics. This drive, combined with the openness of the hippie culture and focus on the self, led to a dramatic increase in the divorce rate. As a result, single parenting became more common. The sexual revolution also led to increased out-of-wedlock births. In addition, both parents often worked, leading to a focus on work rather than family. And it's a good thing most of us boomers are workaholics. We know that to make it to the top, we have to work hard and earn the right to be there. We'll be working well past retirement age because we've had a bit of a love affair with credit cards. We're pretty big believers in instant gratification, and, well, most of us not only don't have enough money for retirement, we still have some hefty debt. However, this doesn't mean we'll necessarily be sticking around our current jobs. We're not afraid of change. Like everything else we've done, boomers are redefining retirement. We're starting second careers and exploring part-time and flexible scheduling options. While the Gen Xers may be hoping we'll retire soon so that more management and executive positions open up, well, they should keep in mind that it will help the economy if we boomers stay in the workforce. Nearly 15,000 baby boomers have turned 50 every day for the last few years, and will continue to do so for the next several as well. In 2011, the first baby boomers will reach age 65. The number of people in the U.S. and Canada aged 65 and older will more than double by 2030, while the number of working age individuals will increase by only 25%. If all the baby boomers retired at age 65, we'd leave a huge gap in the workforce that Gen Xers and the millennials just aren't ready or able to fill. So, how would I sum up my generation? Well, that's actually a pretty fitting question since we're often referred to as Generation Me. A more flattering description is that we're eternal optimists. We're driven. Although we are people-focused, we have a love-hate view of authority. It's funny. We coined the phrase, "Don't trust anyone over 30, and now we're quickly turning 50. We demand a politically correct working environment, and we've made sacrifices in our personal lives to get ahead at work. Alongside the traditionalists, we hold most of the leadership positions in the public and private sectors. When it comes to our leadership style, we strive for consensus management. We remember a time when not everyone had a voice, and we want to make sure everyone on our team has the chance to speak up. When you're working with a member of my generation, keep these tips in mind. Choose face-to-face communication when possible, and like the traditionalists, baby boomers prefer to communicate personally, and sometimes see communication through other means as laziness or a lack of respect. Also, show an interest in our experience. Like the traditionalists, we've put in a lot of time working. Since we're politically savvy, we can help you navigate the political landscape in your company. We also appreciate it when people acknowledge that we've paid our dues. We enjoy recognition. Also, we would rather know the reasons why something will work or positive alternatives to something that won't work, rather than work through a long list of negatives. We're good at helping you see the upside of an issue, so if you're struggling to see the good in something, we can usually help you uncover it. We are driven, and we like to be challenged. By being challenged, we have the chance to develop new skills. We are always seeking new ways that we can improve ourselves. This helps keep us motivated. Well, I hope I was able to offer you some helpful guidance. Good luck learning more about each of the generations and how we can work together.